morning. How are you on this beautiful Wednesday morning? And I am actually going to prep my dinner this morning at 6:30 because my lunch and my breakfast is pretty much ready. I do prep that ahead of time, so when it's now, I'm going to cook. Today we're going to have, and I did show this in my live. It is a little ways back, but this is the beef short ribs that you guys saw in my haul. Those that follow me will be able to see that. So that's what we're gonna have that. And then I went to Aldi and I purchased some salad things. So we will be able to cut that up as well. But I'm gonna have me a little breakfast and a cup of tea. So we're gonna get that started. And I'm gonna also season my water over there so you'll be able to see that too. I am an early bird. I've been woke for a while. I think I woke up around 3 o'clock this morning and then I went back to sleep. Then I woke up again around 5. So sometimes my sleep gets broken up. So I'm up early. So I like to start my videos at 6:30 in the morning because that's my day. And I can just go ahead and prep everything. So I'm going to go ahead and get the water and stuff ready. The hubby is coming down. He's going to have him a cup of coffee. And I'm going to have me a cup of tea. So my plan, I'm trying to think of what my plan is going to be for today. Not sure yet. I have two things on my mind. I do want to finish my coffee station right here. And I'm looking for, I actually saw it on Amazon. I'm looking for some spoons, those glass spoons you use to stir your coffee or your teas up. Or if you want to, you can also use them, like if you use them for sugar or something like that, you probably want to use it for that. So I'm going to go ahead and get this is my little favorite toy right here. And this is beautiful. I did purchase this from Walmart, so I'm going to go ahead and get this hot. So I have to wait a few seconds and then that'll be ready. So I am going to, I might just have, I'm looking at egg whites and probably a slice of toast. I don't even know. I'm not really hungry. Yeah, I'm not really hungry. So I might just do, I'm thinking of egg whites and apples. I know that might sound weird to some people, but that's what I have a taste for. So we have the apples, and you guys did get to see that in my haul. Come on, thing, follow me. Come on, there you go. So these are the apples that we got. So you know what? I have some avocado here too. So I think I'm gonna have, for breakfast, I'm gonna have some, it's weird, it's a weird breakfast. Yes, it is. So I'm going to have some fresh avocado. I'm gonna cut me up some apples, and then I want some egg white. Yeah, that's what I have a taste for. So that's what we're gonna have. I haven't turned my water on yet, but we're gonna have breakfast first. That's the first thing I want to do. And then after I finish my breakfast, I'm going to go ahead and get started with my dinner. Okay. So again, I'm going to have egg white, and I'm just going to cut me an apple up. You know, something simple. And then like I said, I still have some avocados left, so I'm going to have that too. That's all I want for breakfast. I know that sounds a little weird, but that's all I really want. So that's what I'm having. So yesterday was a busy day. Very, very, I can't even say it enough, guys. When I tell you I was busy yesterday, I was so busy yesterday. It was things was happening one after the other. You know, you have those days that it happens. What they say, I'm not going to say the other word, but stuff happens. Okay? Yesterday, it was a lot of stuff happening. I'm not going to get into my little personal life, but it was a lot going on. Yeah. So me and the hubby had to take care of a lot of things yesterday. But the thing about it is we did accomplish it. So that there was a blessing. So I'm just cutting up my apple. I did use the apple cutter. You guys know I love my little apple cutter. You guys, some of you that follow me will see that I do use that. So I just take that middle part out. Then I have my avocado. I'm just going to cut that open. I do not have the egg white mix, so I'm going to use my own egg white. Hi, David. I am doing well. Thank you so much for asking, and thank you so much for chiming in with me this morning. Yeah, I'm just going to make me a really small breakfast. Nothing big. I know I do have a lot of videos that I bring out where I just cook, but I don't eat like that. So today is going to be something simple. We still have like breakfast already ready, and then stuff for lunch. That stuff is already ready, so I'm just going to do dinner this morning. So me and the hubby, we're going to have some tea, and I don't know. He's funny about his breakfast too, so. Oh, do you really? 7 days. Woo! Awesome. Well, I hope you have a nice vacation. Wow. You know, up here where I stay at, I need to go somewhere where the sun is at. I need a beach right now because it's been pretty cold here. And I just talked to my daughter and she said, Mom, we're not even wearing coats. I was so jealous. I said, what do you mean you're not wearing coats? Here where I stay, you have coats, hat, gloves, boots, all of that on here. But I just looked outside. Looked like the weather, looked like our weather is rainy right now. So that's what we're dealing with. Okay, look like this little thing over here is about done. So I'm gonna just finish cutting up my fruit and vegetables that I'm gonna have. And actually, this is a fruit. So this is my avocado. This is one of my little best friends here. So David, do you like avocado? Do you eat avocado at all? Avocado is really good for you, you know. That's something that I enjoy. And there you go. Okay, then you have a good day, David. And enjoy your vacation, okay? And enjoy school, David. Okay. I'll rinse this off before I put it in the trash. If you don't rinse that food off of certain things, it gets into the trash can, and here comes your little friends want to eat off of it. And thank goodness our trash can is actually in the garage. So that's a plus. So we don't have to worry about that. So now I'm just going to do my own egg white where I just split the yellow. I separate that from the other part. So that's how I'll do that. I'll also buy egg whites. To me, that's a whole lot easier. But this morning, it's going to be, I'm doing my own thing, okay? You do like avocado? Okay. So I'm just going to get my little small pan out here. Again, nothing big this morning, guys. I'm just going to come on here. We're going to chat. And I'm going to get ready to get that dinner on the stove. And you guys I have a lot of vegetables down here that I'm going to cut up. And this is the lettuce that I'm going to use. Good morning, team. What is that? Sorry, guys. I have to look at the bottom here. Team Karna, good morning. How are you? I'm so glad that you're here to join me for my live this morning. Okay, so I'm just going to crack. I only want one egg. I'm just going to egg white only one egg. And what I do with the yellow part, I can leave that for my dog. I'll scramble her out. If I separate it, that's what I usually do. I don't know if you guys have dogs, but eggs are good for them too. And I do not want to throw it away, especially if I know that I can give it to her. You know, so that's what I'm gonna do. I do not put salt and pepper in there. I just actually, like I said, I separate it and make my own egg white, which is not a lot, and I really don't want a lot. My dog is actually, she's in her bed. She's in the front of the house, so she's in her bed. Yeah, I used to cook. She used to come in here and stand around me, but now it's like this morning, it's like, I'm not coming in there with you this morning. So I have a little small Shih Tzu. Come on, thing. Work. There we go. I do have a little small Shih Tzu. So with the dog, what I'm going to use now, I have a little pan, and I'm just going to spray this in the pan so that I'll have my little egg white. And it's not, the thing about breakfast, it doesn't have to be hard. Something simple, Sometimes I don't want all that stuff. So I have my bowl here, and I'm going to separate this. You guys get to see it. I'm going to show you guys what I do. I like to show you guys what I'm doing. Sometimes you might be able to give somebody an idea, and sometimes you may not. Some people are like, oh, I do that anyway. Well, everybody doesn't do what you do. So, yeah. So I'm going to turn this around. Okay. There's my little pan here. So I got to raise it up, guys. So sorry about all the movement. When I'm doing my video, I get to do this, and nobody gets to see it. So I'm going to put this pan over there because I do not want it too hot. So here we go. I have my egg, and I have my bowl right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and crack that little thing here. And again, I only want one egg, so that's all I want. You can do how many you want, so I am separating it now. So you kind of move back and forth with it. And then the rest of this, I'm just going to put it in a bowl. And that's going to be for the Poochie. So if you see the egg whites, they're cooking. That is the only thing I'm going to cook this morning for far as breakfast, unless the hubby wants something else. He'll let me know. So, and if you want to, you could put cheese in yours, but you guys know the only one's a cheesehead in here is the hubby. So, okay, this camera is moving. Hold on, I got to stop it here. Okay, so you see the egg white is turning. There it goes. See it? It doesn't take long for egg white. And then if you don't want to do it like this, the only reason why I'm doing it like this because it's already in the home. If I didn't have any eggs, I probably would go to the store, get the egg whites. Now, the egg whites are a little bit more expensive. So, everybody may not be able to do that, So there's my little egg white. Something simple for breakfast. Simple, healthy protein. And then you have your fiber that I'm going to have too with it as well. So I don't know if you guys look at some of my videos. I did start my juicing back. After the holiday, I told my husband, I said, okay, it's time to start the juicing back. So that's what that's what I've been doing. So now I have my egg white, and then I'm also going to have my apples. Something simple this morning, guys, nothing big. Because I cooked a pretty big breakfast the other day, and it pretty much lasts, And then if they don't want that, I just cook something simple. It's according to what the family wants here. So there's my little eggs. Something simple. Don't have to do much. So I'm going to get my apples and my avocado. And guess what, guys? My breakfast is done. Done. Here's my apples. And I'm just going to have a cup of tea with it. Yeah, I'm not cooking a brick breakfast this morning, y'all. I might put some avocado. I mean, not avocado, but some. I love my salsa. You guys know I love my salsa with my eggs. I have the fresh salsa that I get from Aldi's, and I usually put that next to my eggs. If you want to warm it up, mine is kind of cold, but if you want to warm yours up, you can do that too. So it's up to you. And there's my breakfast, guys. It might not be appetizing to some people, but to me, it looks really good. Avocado, apples, and egg white. Perfect breakfast for me, and this is what I have a taste for. You guys might want something different, but I want this. So now we're gonna turn this camera around, guys, and we're gonna have us a cup of tea. I'm gonna sit, it shouldn't take me long to eat my breakfast, and it's not gonna take me long to prepare my dinner. Some of you that guys that's just coming in, I will be making a nice salad, a fresh salad. If you watched my haul the other day, you should be able to see the salad things that I did purchase from Aldi. And then I'm also going to make, these are called beef short ribs. So I'm gonna make, that's what I'm gonna have for dinner. Really? You know what? What's that? The sassy. I usually eat it out of the shell. I just did that because of you guys. But I usually do. But I did see that before where you can actually peel it. But this is my breakfast this morning. So, Lord, we thank you for this food we're about to receive. In Jesus' name we pray, man. So this is what I'm going to have. And I just eat it like it is, you know. Now for your avocado, if you want to put salt and pepper on there, however you want to do it. I've also saw another recipe where, and I don't know if you saw this, the sassy, where they have the avocado and they put an egg on top of it. And then put it in the oven, and then the egg comes out done, where it's just it. I said I wanted to try that one day. I don't know if you ever tried that before, but I do want to try that. I do like healthy meals, but sometimes if I have a crave for something, I'll fix it. But most of the time, if you guys notice, if you look at my much previous videos before the holiday, my meals were bad. But for the holiday, I'm going out. I'm eating everything I have a taste for. And then you have family that comes over that wants some of those meals too. So that's the only time I really cook like that. I do not cook or bake, you bake the cookies, the cakes and all that. I usually don't do anything like that. So I'm pretty much chatting until I get till I finish this, and it shouldn't take long. So I'm gonna make me a cup of tea. Sorry for talking with my mouth wide open. So I'm not sure what kind of tea I'm gonna have this morning. Okay, come on, camera. What are you doing here? This thing works when it wants to. Come on here. Come on. Okay, it's not doing what it's supposed to do. So I'm just gonna talk to you guys on the side here. So I am going to have a lemon balm tea this morning. And this is the tea that I'm gonna have. Okay. So usually I like to start my dinner in the morning too as well. I do not cook breakfast every morning. So that's why I try to prep everything and have it ready. And one of my videos, I did show that how I prep my food and have it ready to, ready to cook, because I like my breakfast, kind of fresh. But I just had a taste for this, and this is something that I wanted. So I have everything that I need here. So with my dinner, if you cook it early, I'm going to put it in a crock pot. Here's my crock pot over here. Oh, you little son of a gun, you. So, with my crock pot, it has a timer on it. I think this thing is getting low or something. So, my crock pot, most of you that follow me on here, this is my crock pot. And you could put this on a timer. So, if I start my dinner today, my dinner will be done before the afternoon. And I truly like this. So this is what I'm going to put my beef, what is it called? My beef short ribs is going in there. That's what I'm going to put in there. And then I'm going to cut up all my vegetables and all that stuff. You guys will be able to see all that. That's going to go inside of there. So I just wanted to pretty much chat today and let you guys know what I'm doing. Hey, Shrine, how are you? Thank you so much for chiming in with me. I'm eating breakfast right now. I'm having avocado, egg white, and apple. That's what I had a taste for. That's why I said some people might sound weird to them, but I had a taste for that this morning. Have you ever had a weird taste where you just jump up like, you know what? I might want to, and it's not weird. Apple and peanut butter is actually good together. But you might just want that for breakfast, you know? So this is what I wanted for breakfast this morning. So I still have avocado left, and the husband might want some when he comes down. So I also have my cup of tea right here. So I do not drink it all at one time. I kind of take sips of it. And the tea that I have is lemon balm. Some of you guys that's coming in, you will be able to see that. Okay, well, you go ahead and study, okay? You got to get that study in. Got to be good in class. Okay. So I'm going to put a little honey in my tea today. I got a taste for a little honey today. So I'm going to put some of that in there. I don't know why this thing is, look, I'm going to have to plug it up. I have my other device. It works a lot better than this one does. There it goes. I think it has this when it wants to, you know. That's why I said I think a female made this thing. So, whew. So do you guys have your tea and coffee? While I'm on here chatting? And then also, guys, where are you chiming in from? Where are you from? Okay. I've never made short ribs before, guys, so this is my first time. I'm not a fryer. I don't like to fry foods all the time. The only thing I like to fry, I'm going to be honest, is my catfish. I have to have me some fried catfish, okay? Chicken and all the other food, I like to put it in the oven. I like to bake my food. If I do not bake my food, I like to put it in my crock pot over here. Oh yes, I have to. You know, I did see a couple of videos where they seared their catfish, and I said, you know what? I need my fried catfish because that's the best. I know some people on here don't fry catfish, but I do. I try to stay away from a lot of fried foods, but I love to bake a lot of my foods because it's healthier, you know? Good morning, Jarrell. Yes, it is. All is well. Well, actually, I don't bake catfish. I have to fry it. Now my salmon, I'll bake my salmon and I'll put it in the oven. But when I do not put I season it, of course, but I do not put it like something on top of, you know, some people put their food in a dish. I don't do that. I just put it in there and let it get some color. And you know, with certain fishes, according to what you're cooking, Sorry, God, apple. Eat my apple, but you have to cook food on the way you like it. But catfish, yeah. My husband likes walleye. How many people on here like walleye? I don't like it. I'm trying to get used to it, but I don't like it. It has a different taste to it. My favorite fish, two fish that I really love, is catfish. And they said it's not really good to you, but help me with that because I love it. And I'm still here. I'm still doing good. So, yeah. And then my salmon. I'll sear my salmon. Now, I just made a seafood lasagna for Christmas. First time. It was so good. If you guys haven't made that, try to make that. That's really good. I put salmon, and I also put, the two meats is shrimp. I did put ricotta cheese in there. Hi, Sophia. I also put ricotta cheese in mine too as well. And then I made my own Alfredo sauce. I like making my own Alfredo sauce. That's just me. It just tastes better. And then sometimes you can also mix a jar of it. I see that hand, Sophia. So you can also mix, if you don't want to make it, you can also just buy your Alfredo sauce. But sometimes that Alfredo sauce can be a little too salty for me. That's why I make my own. I did put different cheeses in there, and in my seafood lasagna. The recipe, I kind of made my own up. I went online. Oh, thank you so much, Annie. So you can go online and if you ever want to make it, you can go on there and find out how to make the seafood lasagna, because I got my recipe from different people, because some of the stuff they were using I didn't want to put in there. So that's what I chose to do. Because I know sometimes people ask me for recipes, but I put everything in my video, no matter what I am doing. Well, Sophia, thank you so much for asking. How are you doing? Okay, guys. Okay, this thing is still acting up. Okay, I'm going to be back. I have to get my other camera. I'm still going to talk to you guys. But I am getting ready to start cutting up my vegetables. The one that I want to go into the crock pot. I'm pretty much done with my breakfast. I have like a couple of apples left, so I'm just kind of snacking on that a little bit. So I had to go get my baby because this one right here is not acting right. I don't know what's going on, and I'm not going to sit here and fight with another female on here with this thing not acting right. Okay. Now this one should work fine. I have two selfie sticks. One was broken, so I had to order another one, and the one that's better. I'm going to give them a bad review. I ordered this stick, and what happens is it is supposed to go back and forth. And it goes back and forth when it wants to, okay? So I'm showing you guys how this looks. And you push the button on the side, and it's supposed to go back and forth, and it doesn't do it. I've charged it up. And this one here is perfect. So this one is different. My son bought this for me 2 years ago, and I'm just using it this year. So this one goes back and forth. I really like this one actually better. And it is on the same type of selfie stick, but this one is broke, so I had to use the the thing that goes back and forth, I had to screw it on top of this selfie stick, which it worked out perfectly. Because I was about to throw this away, and I was like, you know what? I told my husband, I said, I have the other device upstairs. So I went and grabbed that, and that's what I have this on now. So this one does a whole lot better. Okay, guys. The only thing about this one is it doesn't bend down the way that I want it to, so you guys will be able to see things. So sometime I might have to bring you down a little bit more. Hold on, guys. Let me scoot all this stuff back so you will be able to see exactly what I'm doing and what I have in front of me here. And I do have all my vegetables right here in front of me. I don't know if you guys can see it, because see, it's hard for me to see what you guys can see because it's a lot of words there. But here are all of my vegetables. Here are all my different peppers. Here is my lettuce. I love radish. I sure do. I don't think my kids ever had radish. Radish is kind of spicy, but I like that spice. And it's actually good for you. I did get, if you guys go back and you watch my haul, I did purchase my vegetables and my fruit from Aldi. And then I also have the tomatoes here. These are the tomatoes I will be cutting up. My cucumber. This is going in my crock pot with my meat. I'm going to use minced onion in this crock pot. I'm going to put that in there too. The season, guys, excuse my cabinet. I got a lot of seasons, so sorry about that. I do not have to put the garlic probably because I have the fresh garlic. This is one of my favorite seasons. You guys that follow me know this is one of my favorite seasons. I will be putting this in there. And this is really good. If you don't have it, I advise you to go and get you some. This is it's really good. And then I also have a no salt one too as well. By the same person. This is the no salt one. This is another spice that I'm going to put in there. And you guys know I love my Creole season. Okay, I'm not going to season the meat at all. I'm only going to season the water. Because what the water is going to do is going to give it a roux. A roux means when you boil your meat, it forms a beef flavor. I'm going to say that. That's called a roux. I call it a roux. You can make a gravy out of it. Whatever you want to do with that roux. Sometimes I freeze my roux. Okay? Because you can use it for another dish. Remember that. We do that a lot. We made some things, and I told my husband, I said, do not get rid of that roux. We're going to use it. I made some collard greens. Did you collard green lovers on here? Yeah. Yes. I made a gumbo collard green. And the roux on it was so good. So if I make some more greens, I will pull that out, put that roux in there, and boil it with my greens in my crock pot. You can make you can use an Instapot for your greens. My son did some, and it only took him 45 minutes to make his greens. 45 minutes, and he had a smoked turkey leg in there. So that's what he used. I didn't know anything about it. I went on TikTok, and the girl went in there, and she said 45 minutes. I don't know if anybody on here know anything about collard greens. No, it takes more than 45 minutes. But when he called me back, those greens were done. I could not believe it. And I said I'm going to try it. So if you have a Instapot, I have one and never used it. I hope he's not watching this video. He did buy that for me. My son, he did buy that for me. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Okay. So I usually put my vegetables in my chopper, but I'm not going to do it this time because I like my vegetables kind of big with my meat. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this up, and it looked like you guys should be able to see me. Yeah, I believe so. I do not have to wash this at all because it's already clean. I've had these for a few days, but when produce go bad within the 4 to 5 days, so you gotta hurry to get this out of your refrigerator. If you do not want to do it like that, you can always cut up your vegetables and put them in a freezer bag. Yes. If you think that you're not going to complete them within a number amount of days, cut them up and put them in a freezer bag. Then you don't, because if you go to the store, they sell them like that. So why not cut them up and put them in a freezer bag? And then when it's time to use them, you can go in the freezer and pull them out. So, what I do with my knife? Okay, guys, I just lost my knife. My husband's going to get me too, because it was his. This is not good. Oh, here it is. So, let's start with the vegetables. And let's check. I want to know what you guys are cooking for dinner today. I'm going to start with the orange one. And when I cut my vegetables up, I like them long. Especially when it's going in with meat. I cut it like this. It could be thicker, thinner. It's how you want it. So that's how I like to cut them. And I will be doing it with my hand. I would not be doing it with a chopper. So, and then once I cut all of this up, I'm going to put it back in the bag. So when it's time to put it in with my meat, guess what? It's ready. So right now I am just prepping it, getting it all ready. And guess what? We eating dinner this evening. Actually, if we want to eat dinner in the afternoon, we can. Because a lot of times I like to eat my dinner early. I like to eat my dinner around about 3, 4 o'clock. I'm ready to eat. So that's the time that I choose, And then if I want to have a snack later, I can have a snack later. Sometimes I eat lunch. Sometimes I do not eat lunch. I only eat when I'm hungry. I don't eat just because the food is in the refrigerator. I have to be hungry. I don't want to, it's called overeat. You know what I mean? So, and then a lot of times too, guys, some people think that, how can I say this? I'm trying to say it the right way. Medication. Some medications that you take can make you gain weight. I did not gain weight until I started getting on medication. So now my job is to get off of the medication. And so far, everything is going well with my health. And that's why I try to eat the right things. Everything is not going to be perfect. Do not deprive yourself from everything. You know what I mean? I'm not a big cookie and cake, and I don't eat all that stuff. And yeah, just be careful with what you're eating. That's why I like to get a lot of my stuff fresh. I don't mind doing that. But if you guys know, if you look at my videos, I will say I love my vegetables, and I do. This is something that I just love it. So I just get my this stuff, and I put it, because it's a garbage disposal here, so I get the inside of this and cut it out, because it's going down the garbage disposal anyway. So that's what I just do. So if you see me over here cutting, that's why. Getting all, this has the, you got to get all those seeds out. And you know what, guys? Have you ever saw where you could take the seeds out of your vegetables, like this bell pepper? If you wanted a bell pepper plant, do you know that you can take the seeds out of your bell pepper and make you a plant? Can anybody test it? Did anybody let me know about that? I even saw them get a tomato and put the tomato in dirt. Yes, a raw tomato. And put it in dirt and have a tomato plant. So sometimes, that's why I say I'm a budget person. Sometimes I wish I had a greenhouse, but I don't, so I cannot do all that. I have a huge backyard, but I don't feel like, and then not only that, I have a lot of rabbits. A lot of rabbits. So all my vegetables is cooked up. I'm talking to you guys, and guess what? They're all cooked. Not cooked, I'm sorry, they're all in a bag. It doesn't take minutes to do anything. So right now, I have this here. I'm going to wipe off. Next thing, I'm going to wash off. I'll wash this off and get it prepared for the next thing. The last thing I'm going to do is put my meat in, because you have to cut your vegetables up and prep them and get them ready, so that you can put it in with your meat. And that's how I cook my food. I have some tomatoes here, and I'm going to do that last. Do my salad last, because I have to cut up everything inside of my salad. Yes, you can. And you know what? I'm sorry, who is that? Robin. Robin, you know, I did not know that until last year. And I love flowers. I'm going to say me, I love flowers in like a what is the one that keeps the bugs away? And they stink too. I put them on my back patio. Can't think of the name of that plant. But anyway, it has a smell to it, so it keeps the bees and the mosquitoes and stuff away. And when it dies off, you can put it back in the dirt. Marigold, that's it. Thank you so much. Marigolds. You could put it back. You could take the top part of the plant off where it died, put it back in the dirt, and grow another one. See, sometimes I have to go back to the word with some things, because sometimes we can be destroyed for a lack of knowledge of things that you can continue to do in your own home and still save money. Okay, guys, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to start with my meat over here, my season. I'm going to season my water. I always season my water before I start cooking. Okay, that is the first thing that I do. Yes, it is. It's awesome. Yeah, and the thing about the marigolds, they stink though, but they do the job. So that's one thing I do buy, because I told I told my husband, Robin, I'm not buying any flowers this year. I'm getting the fake ones off of Amazon. I sure did. Because the reason why I told him that, because they do not last. These flowers are so expensive. They do not last the whole summer. I'm like, you're going to spend, I'm too embarrassed to tell you how much I spent on flowers. That's how much I like them. But when I found out, because the lady that's behind me, she has her, and I know they were fake. They were still, okay, I'm going to turn this on right here, guys. Again, this is called Beautiful. And I did purchase this at Walmart, and they have timers on it. So I'm going to press this here. You can have it for 4 hours. You can have it for 6 hours. You can do it how you want to do it. That's why I truly love this thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put it for 4.5 hours. And the reason why is because I have to put my season and my meat in there. I have to wash my meat and all that. And it's going to take me about just a few minutes. That's something that I just do. You can do it how you want to do it. So here's my water that's in there. Again, I like to season my water before I put anything in there. And if you want to put some bouillon in there, chicken, or if you want to put beef, that's fine. Yes, I'm a seasoned girl, y'all. Yes, yes, yes. But when you cook with water, it waters down a lot of your food, so you will not really taste it. And right now it's just going to, cook anyway. So you want that meat to get that seasoning there. Here's my next one, which is my Creole. I do not measure anything, y'all. I see all my videos. I don't know if anybody can say it for me. Eyeball it. That's the only thing I can tell you. I'm going to put my fresh garlic in here. And then, guys, don't run out and try to get things that you're not even, it's not at your house. I had someone come on here and said, well, you need to use this and you need to do that. I said, no, I use what I have in my home. I'm not going out to the store and getting something extra when you need to use up what you have at home. So don't let nobody tell you that. Okay, so here is my fresh garlic, and I'm just gonna I love garlic. I can't even say that enough. I love me some garlic. Yes, fresh garlic, love it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give this a little stir because you want to get that stirred up there. Right now, it is only getting hot. It's actually been on for a minute already. You guys know when I get done with something, I put it back. Wipe it off. I always wipe my things off before I put them back in the cabinet. That's something that, you know, I hate to go over somebody's house. I'm just telling you me. And cook their food and touch their jars. And it has, look here, I wipe everything off. And it has a lot of food on the jar. I'm going to say that. Please wipe your jars off when you get done with them, guys. Because I wouldn't have to come over. I don't want to come over to your houses and touch your... I know y'all probably laughing at me like, this lady is crazy. But no, it's the truth. So right now, I'm just going to put the top on this. And then the next thing we're going to do is we are going to wash this meat. I'm going to wash the meat and get it ready. Excuse me, guys. So I'm going to wash this and get my meat ready. Really can't put when the water is splatting, I don't want it to splat up on the camera. So I am going to wash it while I'm standing here. Because sometimes this thing can really show off. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go ahead and again, some of you that's just coming on here, I am cleaning some beef short ribs. That's going to be for dinner today. I just seasoned my water. I just cut up my bell pepper. I just had breakfast, and that's how it is. So I am getting ready to clean this and get it all ready. It is frozen. You guys can see that I don't want no water to drip, but here they are. If you watch my haul, the water is dripping. Sorry about that, but this is the beef short ribs. I did get it from our market out here. We have quite a few markets here, which I really like. And this is not from a grocery store, this is from the market. They have their own meats. They raise their own animals and they sell the meat. And their meat tastes totally different. Totally different. My daughter drives up here, especially when it's nice outside. She drives all the way up here in the summertime. And she comes and get her stuff for about a month. She gets her meat. She loves their meats up here. So this one is still frozen. So I'm going to have to put a knife in this bad boy and split it up. So right now I am just cleaning the meat. Okay, so it looks like the thing is going to have to unfreeze it. Okay, guys, you probably be able to see me as I walk over here, but I have this meat in my hand, and I'm going to have to use a cloth to take so it's going to be a little drippy. I'm going to be moving really fast, okay? So I am going to put my meat down in here. Oh, it didn't come with you. How dare you? That thing isn't working? Come on, it's not, oh, I turned it off. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that, guys. I did turn it off. So I just put my meat in the crock pot. I had to walk it over there pretty fast because of the drippings, of course. Want to make sure that it didn't drip all over the floor. I don't have my bag out. I usually have my bag out when it's time for me to do certain things. So I did just wash it, and it is in the crock pot. Let me go this way. Let me turn this way. You probably be able to see it. So it's in here. Come on, you little thing here. Okay, so my meat is in here, guys. And now what I am going to do is I am going to put my bell peppers in here. This was already clean. I had these vegetables for a while and they were just in a bag. So this is just the remainder of the vegetables, the bell pepper. And there it is in the crock pot. Hope you guys can see this. I hope so. I did not put an onion in here yet. I'm going to wait on the onion. So I'm going to get a big spoon. And I'm going to stir that up, guys. Okay. Now a spoon, let's try this spatula over here. So what I do is just give it a nice little stir. Now, if you want to, guys, you could put broth in here. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm going to wait a little while. You could put, I have something I purchased from, what was that? Walmart. And they are called, I'm going to show them to you. I have one in chicken and I have another one that's in beef. And this is the beef one here. Hope you guys I have it aimed right. And this one here is the chicken. You could put either or in there. But me, I probably will put just a little bit of beef. Yeah, and this makes 28 cups. So, let me turn this around so you guys can see. I just want to make sure that I'm aiming it right. But you can put whatever you want in yours. But this one is the beef one. And it has 28 cups. So it's only so much that you can use, and instead of using the other one. This one here is a chicken. And if you want, you can use this, like if you make a chicken noodle soup or something, and you want to mix this in, you can do that. So that gives it a little flavor. I usually mix mine with water. I think it's so much, you have to actually read the directions. Again, I did purchase these from Walmart. So that's what I use if I want to, put a little flavor or something to it. Or another thing you can use too, I don't know, it doesn't have to be Lipton soup. You can do onion soup. They have them at Aldi's, which is cheaper. And then they have it at Walmart and the other stores. But the off-brand, it really doesn't make a difference what kind you get. So that's what I choose to use is that there. Okay. So the next thing that I have to cut up here is the tomatoes and the lettuce. And guys, I'll be done in a minute. My dinner will be done. I haven't even had any tea this morning. It should be pretty cool now. You guys got your tea and your coffee? Come on now. We got to drink together. Talk. Let's chat. Oh, that's so good. Oh, my gosh, that's good. Perfect. I only put like 1 tablespoon in there. You know what? I'm not sure, but if I use it, I do not use it all the time. What's your name? Your name is ABC. Okay. When you use any ingredients or any type of food, it's called portion control. You only need a little bit of everything. I do not use a lot of that. It's a lot of things you're going to be eating. It's not going to be safe. So it's all about, yeah. So you got to be careful with everything you eat. Pray over it and keep it moving. Because there's a lot of things that people are eating and doing right now. It's not safe. Okay. So with that being said, I'm not sure. I never read that. I don't know. But I'm going to go over here and I'm going to wash my vegetables and get them ready so I can get ready to cut those up, guys. And next thing you know, my salad will be done. You know? And ABC, I'm glad you brought that up. And I appreciate you guys being concerned. Moderation. There you go, Robin. I do not use that all the time. Everything has, sometimes people cook the same thing all the time, use the same ingredients like that all the time. I don't do that. I only go up there when it's time for me to use it. So, and then you have a choice if you want to put that in there. Me, I'm not going to do it because that's not what I want in there. I want to use, because the meat is going to give its own roux. It's going to give it a flavor. So a lot of times you think you need other ingredients and you really don't. The meat makes its own ingredient. You just have to give it a little, help. Put some vegetables in there, make it taste better. You know what I mean, Robin? Well, everything you do or cook, it has to be, thank you very much, Robin, in moderation. It's artificially, what's your name, ABC? Tell me something that's not artificially made in China. Tell me something that's not. And a lot of things, too, that we're eating, they don't have all the ingredients on there. You only go by what you see, but you don't know all of the ingredients that's on everything. Nobody does. They keep some things hidden. You know what I mean? So, yeah. You'd be surprised. So that's why you have to eat your vegetables. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. Yes, he does. All the time. He loves you too. He loves us all. That's what I love so much about him, because he is no respecter person. Thank you so much for the heart, guys. I appreciate it. Oh, y'all are so sweet. I love it. I always have a lot of nice people come on here, So the radish, you can slice the radish up the way that you want to. I might put the radish in a chopper. I think that's what I'm going to do, is put the radish in a chopper, because it's a certain way that I want it to be made. Okay? I also like red onions in my tomatoes. I'm sorry, guys. I'm cutting my stuff up over here, so if I haven't answered you yet, so sorry about that. But I like my, and I'm cleaning my vegetables too, so you gotta clean those vegetables off, One day I'm going to get on here. I always get on here and show how I cook and do this and do that, but I never get on here and tell you what I got to do after I do it, Got to keep the kitchen clean and everything, Okay. They probably are. It's animal. You're welcome. It's animal. It's just so much going on with a lot of stuff. That's why I say you have to pray on it and keep living your life. You know what I mean? Because no matter what you eat, it's all, it was up to, even though some of the fruit and vegetables, they're being, It's just a lot going on. But you know what? At the end of the day, we all got to eat. Okay? So no matter what you eat, like I said, make sure you pray over because you don't know what's in it or anything. I praise over my food. I have to get my bag out. Y'all forgot my bag. I got to have my bag for my trash. I have trash everywhere. So with that being said, I'm like, oh my gosh. So what are you guys cooking for today? Are you guys cooking dinner yet or have you started? I'm just cutting up my cucumber right now. Sorry for smacking y'all. I'm still snacking on my apples. I didn't eat all my apples this morning. So I'm just slicing on my cucumber. I don't like the peeling on my cucumber. So I just go ahead and cut it off. That's what I like to do. So everybody is different. Some people like theirs on there, and I like to cut mine off. Hi, good morning, Triple T. We probably can. We probably can. Ooh, that sounds good. Who is that, Robin? Ooh, Robin, that sounds really good. You know, I haven't made a meatloaf in so long, Robin. Oh, my goodness. You know, I wish I was in a country where everything was fresh. Like a lot of the countries that their vegetables, even like when you go to Jamaica or Mexico, some of the countries there, their vegetables and fruit, they taste totally different. Yeah, it just tastes totally different. And then when you come back to America, it's like, you know, what's going on with our food? It tastes artificial. I don't know if you guys go out of the country and then come back here. It tastes totally different. Not sure what they're doing. Yeah, but it tastes totally different. Sorry, but I'm chewing, guys. I'm not ignoring you. So I think the last thing I have to just cut up is my lettuce. So I might be doing it off camera, not sure yet, guys, because I don't know, some of you guys that's on here that's kind of new and you're just joining me, and I appreciate it. And if you guys could you hit the like button and also subscribe, and then you'll be able to see my next live and my next video. I would really appreciate it. So today, I think I'm going to the thrift store. I haven't been to the thrift store in a long time, guys. A long time. It's been some years. So, ooh, the apple good. I told the hubby I wanted to stop in there because I'm looking for certain things. I'm actually looking for a container for my coffee. I'm trying to cook. Let me show you guys here. I'm trying to do a coffee station here. I did purchase, if you see my haul, I did purchase this set here from Aldi. And then I got the glass here. I got this from the Dollar Tree, so I put these in there. So I'm looking for something for my coffee, to put my coffee in. That's all I need. And then I have my little syrups here that I have. My brother comes over, and sometimes me and the hubby, we use this. We have honey over here. This is my pot. This is my favorite pot here. So I want to Triple T, be nice. So what I want to do is try to find something for my coffee. And I want to make sure that it has a a top to it, you know. So I've thought about going to the Salvation Army because they have some nice hidden things in there. You know, a lot of people are like, I'm not going in there. I don't have no problem with it. You know, I want to go in there and see what they have. And I might find something else for my home too as well. You know, I like to go in there and see some of those gems, you know. There's nothing wrong with I call it the Salvation Army, or I can say thrift store. I might go in there and find me a shirt. I don't know, you know. Whatever it is, I have a certain amount. And you guys know, the ones that follow me know I do have a budget. It's just so much things that I like to, like to buy. I don't want to overdo it, of course. But I believe that's what I'm going to do. I don't know if I want to go live or do the video and then come back and do the haul. Not sure yet. Trying to figure that out because I think it might be a little hard trying to do live because I have to go back to my thing and look and talk to you guys. And then, I'm trying to shop. So it's a city. It's like 30 minutes away from me. And it looked like it might be a little decent. And it's called the Salvation Army, of course. So that's what I'm going to be going there today. That's one of my tasks today. And then also I will be going to the gym. That is another one of my tasks. So the thrift store, like I said, they have, if I go in there and see things, it might not be in your thrift store. So you might have to go in your thrift store and find out what you want to, what you want to get. But I like the thrift store. They have some nice, okay, a lot of stuff coming up here. Oh, yeah. Robin, yes, it is. Oh, really, Triple T? That's what I'm going to do anyway, Triple T. Yeah, I'm going to do that anyway because I'm not going to be able to go live and do that. That's going to be a little too much. So I'm just going to show you guys what I have when I get back. But if I might not find what I need there, but if I just film to, let you guys see what, what's in there. And, when I was a single woman and I worked a job, I didn't have money to go to the store and buy clothes. I had to go to the thrift store. And there's nothing wrong with it. When you start your job out, start you a new job, go to the thrift store and find you something and wash it, iron it, clean, whatever you need to do. Do what you have to do as a person to get the things that you need. It's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with going to the food bank. It's nothing wrong with going to the soup kitchen. Don't let nobody discourage you on anything. I've been there. You got to understand what I'm saying. So make sure that you have to do what you have to do as a person. You know how your money is looking. You know how if you don't have enough money to go to the grocery store and get some milk or some meat, go to the food bank. They have food banks everywhere. Everybody is not getting food stamps, okay? I remember I wasn't getting, I have 3 children to raise by myself. So many people, and I hope I'm not offending nobody. Too many people are beating the system because it makes it bad for another. My daughter right now, they will not give her food stamps, but she's making it. So nobody can tell me anything because, see, I'm her mother. I'm going to talk to her. We have to be near our children, talk to our children, encourage them, and let them know they're going to make it because we've been there before. Do you understand what I'm saying? Go to the thrift store, go to the food bank, whatever you need to do to survive, do it. It's another thing. It's called United Way, 211. Dial that number if you need some help. I used to have to do that when my kids were small because they didn't give me no food stamp. Do you hear what I'm saying? But I made it. Don't stop making excuses. The food stamps they're giving these girls now, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. They didn't give me nothing. Nothing. And I don't know why I'm on this subject. Plan your food. That's why I make these videos. Plan your food. I talk to my daughter. Oh, we talks every day. I'm going to make sure she okay. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because I've been there before. Now my time, your test is always your testimony. So whatever you've been through, you have to tell the next person and let them know that you're going to make it. Do you guys understand where I'm coming from? So some of the information I just told you, because DHS or whatever, I don't know what they call it in certain areas. You got to learn how to make it, guys. Plan your foods out. Don't think that you need a fresh meal every day. No, it doesn't happen like that. Listen, I ain't doing it. I'm not going to do it. Do you understand what I'm saying? Plan your meals and make sure they're enough for a few days. Your breakfast, plan them out. Your lunch, plan them out. Plan everything. You cannot live without a plan. I did it with 3 kids by myself. No man in the house. Do you understand where I'm coming from? But today I have a testimony. I made it. Okay? Some people might not be able to do it. That might be disabled. Because I have a disabled sister. She's here. Matter of fact, she's in the kitchen with me right now. A lot of things she's not able to do. So I thank God that she's here to stay with me. I take care of her. I take good care of my sister. I sure do. Love her to death. Do you understand what I'm saying? Even if you're able to keep a family member in your home, do that. If you can. Some people work. I don't work. Do you know how many years I work and all the work I put in? All the things I've been through? And I can't tell you God not good. If he'll do it for me, he'll do it for you. So y'all got me on a whole different talk right now. Because I'm going to let you know he good. He will always be by your side no matter what. So make sure whatever you do, you plan everything. Because if you don't plan it, most likely you're going to fail it. Plan your meals. Plan everything. I did a video a few days ago. Some people probably thought it was boring to them, but it wasn't boring to me because this is something I had to do with my life. I had to go get me some booklets for everything that I do in my life, and I had to plan it out. I can tell you what works for me. So do what works for you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Plan your meals. Don't think that you need meat for every single day, because you don't. I have a family of 3. And the prices of the food right now, I'm going to make sure I got this, because I know how it is to survive. You understand what I'm saying? So stop making excuses and do actions. If you don't like the way you living, change it. Do you hear what I'm saying? I was in a roach-infested apartment where my ex-husband left me on the street. Ain't nobody got to tell me nothing. I made it. Do you hear what I'm saying? So I hope, I'm sorry I don't know why I went there. I don't know why. Sometimes you need to go there because people think that you're not going to make it, and you are. Okay? So, guys, I got a little carried away, and I'm sorry about that. But I'm here to tell you, you're going to make it. Don't look at what's going on. You keep going. Because at the end of the day, you're going to be okay. Okay? Remember that number, 211. That's United Way. That's it in Michigan. I don't know about anywhere else. Those people will help you with your rent, your utilities, and food. You hear what I'm saying? Remember, I just told you I wasn't getting food stamps at all. When I was getting food stamps, it was the paper food stamps. See, some of y'all don't know nothing about it. Now they have it on, what is it, a card now? Yeah, they have it on a card now. I worked hours so that my children and myself could eat. Okay? So That's why I do what I do with my family here. I prep everything. Oh yeah, we can have a meat every day, but that's something I choose not to do because that's wasting. Because if you keep cooking every day, then you have all that food, then that's what's gonna happen. You gotta throw it in the trash. So that's money you just throw in the trash. Okay, I am actually over and beyond the way I'm supposed to be on this video. But thank you guys so much for listening to me. And I'm sorry if I offended anybody. But sometimes you got to be real with people. You understand what I'm saying? You have to truly be real with people. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to continue to cut up my vegetables. Like I said, here's my radish, my cucumber, my tomato, my meat, and bell peppers are in the crock pot. My food is pretty much done, and guess what? I can rest for the rest of the day. So now I can go to the thrift store, do a little shopping there. Thank you, sweetie. I can do a little shopping there, and come back and show you guys what I purchased. But the only thing I'm going for is that coffee. Something to put my coffee in. Hopefully I find it. I hope so. Okay. So guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm way over my time. My sister's supposed to be getting out the door in 10 minutes. Now, how am I going to do that? Cut this stuff up. I don't know. Okay. But thank you so much. New to your channel. Oh, thank you so much, Robin. Oh, I'm so glad you found me too. Hi, Jeannie. I am so sorry, guys. I have to get off of here because I'm way behind time. I have 10 minutes and I got to push it. But you know, I got a little ADHD anyway. I think I can handle it. Okay, thank you so much for watching me, guys. And I will see you on the next video. And I will be showing you my haul from the thrift store. So I hope I got me some thrifties out there. And you guys have a great day. Bye-bye.